Welcome to Grimwood City, a place where the veil between the magical and the mundane is as thin as a whisper. 9 districts, each a realm of its own mystery and allure. From the bustling trade at Marble Rock Pier to the arcane secrets of Silkway, Grimwood City harbors both wonder and peril. Here, werewolves, vampires, and mystical beings walk hidden among the ironbound, the ordinary folk. The magical and the mortal coexist, bound by ancient secrets and unspoken truths. The ley lines, a web of arcane energy, converge here, weaving a spell that masks the extraordinary from human eyes. Brave adventurers delve into the ancient depths, seeking forbidden knowledge and battling untold horrors. In Grimwood City, every shadow hides a tale, every whisper holds a secret. Are you ready to uncover the truths and face the dangers of this enchanted metropolis? Join us on BackerKit to bring the mysteries of Grimwood City to life. Your adventure awaits.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Geekout from Grimwood. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm a little tired, so if I don't make sense, that's the reason. Um, so we kind of rushed news topics this week. So if we are kind of learning about them while we go, that's the reason why. But there are a few. There's nothing major. There's one that I want to really talk about because it's going to possibly affect the channel. So we'll get to that one eventually. Let's. How's Mike today?
I am doing wonderfully. And if I'm not, well, I'll lie till I am, or at least until I believe it.
All right, let's go over to news articles. Nothing super great. Stormlight RPG designer reveals some action mechanics. For their Kickstarter launched on August 6th. It's now over. Did you find out if you could back it still, Mike?
So it launches later this year.
Later
So I
this
was
year.
wrong.
Okay, so you were
Yeah,
wrong.
so I think you
Okay.
said August 6th. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's coming up. Stormlight is the Brandon Sanders series, you said, right? Which
Yep.
I haven't
The
read.
Stormlight Archive.
I haven't read them.
It's a good series. Very interesting.
It's a long series. That's why I haven't read them. I mean, they're big books. I love
Yeah.
his Mistborn stuff, but I don't know.
I want it. So I haven't read the Mistborn.
Ooh, you
But
should.
I want to say they're in the. Yeah, my wife has read them and has told me the same thing. I want to say they're in the same world though.
Are they? No, they're not. I don't believe they are. I'm sure we'll be
I'll look
correct.
it up.
So basically, the initiative order is going to be characters can take a fast turn or a slow turn. PCs fast turns come before NPCs. PC slow turns to come after the NPCs. All characters also gain a reaction. So that's very 5e-esque when the homebrew rule that you just players and all the players go and then all the monsters go. Part of both of the Cosmere. Yeah, but the Cosmere universe is all his worlds. It's a BS way of him saying that they're tied together, which he
supposedly Mistborn takes place before Stormlight, and there are some characters that appear in both novels.
I'm still calling BS on that with him, but we'll see. So basically, you can take actions, you can brace, you can disengage, you can gain advantage. So basically, it looks like it's gonna be basically quick actions full actions and then
some of their special
free
actions, like the
actions.
Stormlight and Radiant stuff, or the Stormlight and Sprint stuff. I do like some of the word changes, like Reactive Strike versus Attacks of Opportunity. It's the same thing.
It's the
But
same thing though. It's
yeah,
feels
but
very
it's
5e.
right. But the verbiage, right? That word change makes it a little bit
Because
easier
they
to understand
had to.
inherently. Yeah.
But I mean, in general, it feels very 5e ish in its actions from what it looks like. I mean, it has 5 feet increments. It's a d20 system. It feels very 5e.
Curious what their plot dice are.
Yeah, the plot dice were interesting. Using plot dice, which is basically a d6.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's like the fail forward kind of stuff.
Good question.
Or if
It
they
doesn't
are,
really say. It just says using
or how
d6 as
it
plot dice.
how it allows you to change the story.
Oh, on a plot complication or a natural one, the GM chooses one of the following effects. On a plot opportunity or a natural 20, the player can choose one of the following. So it looks like you could play it with a d6 or d20? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. There's a lot to learn still on this.
Or if it's if those are, oh, what are those called? Specialty dice, right? Dice specific to the system. Like if that's any d6.
Mm-hmm. It will be interesting to see. I'm sure they'll have videos on it and stuff like that coming up. Especially since it's not out till August. And then we have the Expanse RPG is coming out. The Expanse is a novel, I think, in a TV show, right?
Yeah, I know for certain it's a TV show.
I think it's a
unsure on the
novel too.
Is it?
I think so. It's a series of novels, yeah. Scotty said. I thought it was. I know it's also a TV show. And the TV show made it more popular than the novels. Sorry. But it's good. They're gonna be. It's gonna offer VTT offerings in Foundry and Roll20, which I'm all for. Anything that supports Foundry, I'm all for. It just makes my life easier because that's what I use for a virtual tabletop.
Yeah.
It's going to be Transport Union Edition. Expands the backgrounds and rules of the core game of the 2019 edition. So this is more of a supplement than a I guess it's a relaunch, they say. So it's hilarious because the novels are the result of basically writing out a space opera RPG campaign that the writers played in. So you have an RPG campaign that became a novel series, that became a TV series, that has become an RPG series. That's awesome. All right, well, if you're into the expansion, it might be worth checking out this Kickstarter, BackerKit. They're funding through BackerKit. So when is that gonna be available? So that's launching in 54 days. So that's launching after Grimwood City. I mean Ironbound. God, how I changed it like a month ago. I'm still slipping up. So that's
Well, it's easy when you have a lot of things related back to Grimwood, though, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of things that related to Grimwood. That's why if somebody comes and screws me over with a trademark or copyright, I'm gonna have to change a lot. But that being said, they are 54 days away. 17 hours. Hey, they only have like double the amount of Ironbound, so I'm not doing bad.
Yeah.
Or they're doing really bad. One of the two. Because you think something like the expansion would have a little bit more pull than Ironbound.
Right.
You know what? I'll follow. It's 197 now. All right, and then we have Paizo's stuff. They basically said that as the dust clears and your survey responses in, we examined the intel you gave us and to help refine and perfect the commander and guardian classes. So they're changing the commander and guardian classes according to the survey that they put out. Whether this will make people happy with those is a whole nother thing. I thought most people were happy with those classes to begin with. I guess they weren't, but
It's been a long time since I played Pathfinder.
Did you even played Pathfinder 2e, or is it Pathfinder 1?
No, it was 1.
2e I hear is better, but
it was. I had a blast. I absolutely loved it. I was one of the few times I get to be a player, so that was fun. And everything I did was homebrew. So
I mean, I'm always good with Paizo doing stuff. They usually do stuff pretty good. They usually pay attention to what their people want, what their fans want. And that's always a pleasant thing. The last news story we have is Moonbeam. Moonbeam, the reason why I say this is going to affect people was I was invited to be a collaborator with Moonbeam. I had to pay $5, but that's okay. They gave me the $150 pledge though for that $5.
Very nice.
But we will probably be doing some streams with Moonbeam very shortly. Once they release once they allow people into their alpha, I think I'll be doing a couple Moonbeam streams. So for people who don't know, Moonbeam is like Twitch or YouTube. It's basically just a streaming platform. But what's interesting about the streaming platform is it has a lot of people backing it. Big companies, especially in the tabletop genre. One of them is Monty Cook. It's Monty Cook is doing a collaboration with them. They're both kickstarting BackerKitting. Their particular projects at the same time. So they're kind of sharing and it's something. It's not necessarily that I'm collaborating with them, but because I'm a creator on BackerKit, I was able to get a kind of like a deal with them. So
yeah, that's cool.
So we'll probably be doing some of those. I got it for 12 months, so we'll see how I like it. And they're attempting to actually pay fair wages to their creators. We'll see how well that works. I mean, literally, you can do 20 to 40 hours and make minimum wage on this on Twitch and YouTube. But that's 20 to 40 hours. That's not
right
what I do, which is 3 to 4 hours every other day or something like that. I make very little from Twitch. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. Subscribe, because that does help. That being said, yeah. So I'm excited for this one. One, I'm excited for the Monty Cook thing, which I think I have up. I don't, but I should. So let me get that up here.
Yeah, I was actually looking at all the collaborators that are out there. Dice Pool or Evil Hat. No, Dice Pool.
Yeah, Dice Pool. Evil Hat is doing
Evil Hat is the other one.
So the one that Monty Cook is doing is an anywhere door. Basically, it is a place to basically host your videos of Cipher System. It's kind of neat.
They're playing it off as if it was a cipher itself.
Right. That's what they're playing off. But it's basically if you have a live play of Cipher, go on this thing and be part of this, and we'll give you extra money for doing it. Basically. Right. It's actually kind of cool. And they're doing it with Moonbeam, like I said. But Evil Hat's doing it. Monty Cook, Gen Con's doing it. Panic Table. Thanks for stopping in. So it's gonna be cool. What they're doing with Moonbeam is really cool, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Moonbeam so far. They're going to have better AI monitoring of chats, so you have to do less monitoring yourself. It's going to have. Okay, I will remind you. It's gonna be cool. Um, I'm excited for it. It's gonna probably change the way I work. So, all right. So that's what we have for news. So on to Kickstarters, because that's what we do next on our weekly podcast. How to GM Romance. So this is basically a book on how to handle romance in your games. So that yes, you're right, DM Tales. Nobody knows how you're going to connect to Moonbeam, but it will probably be an RTMP if I had to make a guess. So this one is basically an advice book about how to do GM romances in your game without making it awkward or weird. And let me tell you, it can become awkward and weird. So, like, and it's some of the greatest, some really great designers and project managers and stuff are doing this. So, I'm kind of looking forward to this. But that doesn't mean I want to put romance in my games. It's just weird. And usually when people want romance in the game, it's not my type of game. So, but that doesn't mean it's not everybody's type of game. So if you do like romance and you want to handle romance in your games, this might be up your alley. We've talked about this one before, but it's got 30 days left, so I figured I'd mention it again. Ironheart is a very pretty game so far, but basically it's a mech game, RPG game. But it's a little bit different. Like, it's not like mech destroy you type deal, but it isn't. Like, it's supposed to be a little bit more relaxing than, say, a straight up shooter type RPG. I don't know how they're going to do it, but the art's pretty.
Say the animation, some of the art and animation reminds me of Lancer. That same style.
Art's very pretty. So, I mean, their stretch goals are fairly great. They have a timeline. Ooh, I should put a timeline on my my BackerKit. I didn't think about doing that. They talk about shipping and sustainability, how they're trying to create sustainability products. It's cool. I'm all for it. We'll I probably will back this if I can find the money somewhere. So subscribe to make it so I can back these. I'm kidding. You don't have to subscribe. I'm just joking. I don't do this for money. That's for sure. Brand new 5e setting called Moonsoon. Looked interesting. It's a 5e, so I probably won't play it. But Mike plays 5e, so.
See, I think I want to say I did back this one.
It's basically a new moon deck mechanic. It has 11 playable races, 13 subclasses with all the core 5e classes, 3 avatar battles with kaiju system, 12 mystic moons to explore, 8 explorable regions, 40 new spells, 50 new creatures, 80 craftable items and oddities, and 1 fully immersive campaign. It's basically, I don't know even how to describe it. It's like Avatar had a baby with, like a space world, I guess. It's weird. It looks interesting, but it's definitely out there as far as like things are concerned. I mean, the playable races are an octopus, a tree, not saying that this is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's out there.
Nope, I did not back it. I had to go check because I remember looking at it for quite a while.
It's interesting. It does look interesting. What they're showing of the books and stuff looks interesting. The map looks really cool. They're going to provide STLs of almost all the creatures. If you get that version, 100%. They've put a lot of work into this. I would say it's well worth backing. Monster Kill, a stand-up ancient monsters, is basically a boss battle type game. I put this on here because it looked interesting. It kind of looked like Dark Souls for board games. So that's why I put it on here. I thought it looked interesting. Not saying it actually follows this, but again, this is Geekout. We just talk about things we find cool. But the imagery is very Dark Soulish, so that's why I placed it on here. But to each your own. What you want, what you like. It's basically a boss battle mechanic system. Adaptable encounters, port seeding and Seraphire. It's a 5e ready to play encounter system. So basically it's gives you encounters that you can play in any seafaring situation or any port city. It's got add-ons where you can get the bestiarium. They have a bestiarium where you can get your monsters. It does use AI. I didn't see that. Moving on. I'm less about actually paying money for AI. Vilgrave is a Morkborg dark fantasy. So it's basically a Morkborg dark fantasy. I mean, it doesn't get any clear coat than that. It looks cool, but the problem I have with Morkborg is it's fun to play for one shots. It's not fun for a
campaigns.
And that's my personal opinion. People are going to disagree with me. But after playing several Morkborgs, like Pirate Borg, I've played Morkborg itself. I played other Morkborg clones. They're good for one shots. They're really good for one shots. I don't see a full campaign from them. But so that's that one. Okay, this one's interesting. Neopets. A Neopet RPG. I don't know if any millennials out there remember Neopets, but
Yes.
they're gonna have a full RPG, and I am here for it. They have the full map. They have an accessible game system. They don't really talk about the mechanics, just that they have it. Wish they talked about the mechanics a little bit more.
I say no downloadable sample that shows any of it.
I don't think so. Not that I saw. Stretch goals. They go through the risk and challenges, code of conduct, but I don't see anything. But that being said, Geekify is the company putting it out, and they're well known in the industry for putting out board games and stuff. So hoping one day to eat them. So mine has been waiting in the digital purgatory for decades because they never die or get deleted. So they live on hoping one day to eat from the giant omelet again, wondering if I'll ever revisit them. I definitely am interested in playing this. I do not think I want to back it. But they've already made their goal, and they already have 25 days to go. So it's getting made either way. And they've made a lot of money from it. I expected them to make more. I just don't think people know about it. Enough people know about it.
Right.
So just so you all know, next week? It's starting this weekend. Rune Jammer is happening. 2024.
Yeah.
And I have 3 games in it. I have one on Tuesday, July 23rd, Friday, July 26th, and Saturday, July 27th at 1 o'clock. Friday and Tuesday are 8 o'clock. And the Saturday's wide open, so if people want to hang out on Saturday, come by and sign up. It's free. But
I know I'm in your one on Tuesday, and we were going to try and hit Saturday, but I think we're taking off now on Saturday. So
that's fine. Yeah, I thought you were on Friday for some odd reason, so that's why I mentioned it. No, you chose Tuesday. It was on
Tuesday, Friday. We were trying to get into, but we're having a small vacation during that time, and then the kids go to scout camp, and all kinds of other things happen in a very short amount of time in early August.
But there are still a lot of games that are still up and capable of taking players. I think they said there's 50 seats still available. So,
wow.
Well, 7 of those are mine for Saturday. So, just saying. But yeah, go check out Rune Jammer. Rune Jammer is going to be a lot of fun. And last but not least, 46 days, 3 hours. We are going to have a launch party on August 31st. I'll probably start it. We're going to have a one shot at 8 p.m., but I'm probably going to start sooner than that. Just to hang out with folks beforehand. So don't. Probably, I'm hoping to start around 1 p.m. And then we're gonna go till midnight. So it will be it will be a fun little party. We're gonna hang out and wait for the lunch. I know that DM Tails is thinking about playing in the game. He's not fully sure yet because he does have to get up early Sunday to to do his sermon. So he, but the Avenue Studios ladies are going to be joining us. I'm excited for that. John is going to join us from How to Survive, How to Be a Zero in a Zombie Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
And then I got my friend Brim. He's going to play too. Brim won't be on camera, though. He's camera shy. But he'll be there, and he's a good player. So we'll definitely have that up and running on the 31st. So keep that booked for people because we're gonna launch this. Ooh, I'm up to 56 people. Ooh, it wasn't 56 a few hours ago. So see,
Continuing to grow.
like I said, halfway of. I'm actually surprised. But that being said, that's all I have, man. That's it. Unless we want to talk about TTRPG stuff. I know. Was it this past? No, it's a couple weeks ago. You were in my game.
Yep.
But we talked about that last week on Ronan's Den. So if you haven't seen that, you can go back to Ronan's Den and see that. This week I have Friday's game coming up, so we'll talk about Friday. This Friday we'll have a game. On the 26th, we won't have Grimwood, so people just keep that in mind. Because on the 26th, I have a Runejammer game that I have to do. And we're not allowed to stream Runejammer games, so it won't be streamed.
Oh.
Well, you have to get permission from everybody that's in the game, and I can barely get people to join the Discord and talk on the Discord. So we're not going to do streaming for the Runejammer stuff. So the next week from the 26th to basically the 21st through the 27th, I'm going to be very, very low key on Twitch. You probably won't hear much from me. Because that Tuesday on the 23rd, we won't have a Geekout because I have a game. So my typical streaming days, I'm going to be doing games. So it is what it is, folks. Gotta spread the word of Grimwood City for ECD6. Oh, I do have Dukes that Wednesday. You're right, and I'm keeping that. So we'll play. Oh, that's right. If you're going to the Pennsylvania Gaming page, I did sign up 2 games. I'm not sure if they haven't got approved yet, so I can't give the dates and times. Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. Thank you. But I'm going to be doing 2 games at Page. And then PAX Unplugged. Not PAX Unplugged. Yeah, PAX Unplugged's before that. PAX Unplugged, I'll be doing some games with the Arcadium Library, too. So, if you want to play Ironbound, come out to those places and we can play in person. Page is in January.
Yeah, just had to look that up. 16th to the 19th.
Thank you. Oh, DM Tell says Grimwood City for Easy D6 is up next after hacking good dogs on my channel. I'm starting to write the Doggos review now. Excellent. Thank you. As always, thank you, Wes. No.
No.
It's 2025. PAX Unplugged's in December, so um, you'll we'll definitely when we get closer, I'll have times and stuff that I can give out. But I've already set my hotel and stuff for. I haven't bought my hotel. I just set a reservation. I'm not sure how I'm going to afford it. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Again, I'm kidding. Hey Frog, how are you? So yeah, so that's basically it, Mike. It's not much newsworthy. It hasn't been much newsworthy the past few months. There's the whole D&D stuff that we haven't talked about.
I haven't looked deep into it, but I know there's all kinds of comparisons out there between 2014 versus 2024 for each of the classes. To get specifics, but
yeah, there's new classes. They've changed a lot about the class structure. I'm not too terribly upset with it because it's stuff that I think is for the better. There's some stuff that's not for the better, but in general, it's for the better. I'm more interested in like what are they changing mechanically, because the classes that they have are not backwards compatible. I don't care what they say with the new system, with 5e. I don't care what they say. They're gonna be overpowered and pain in the butt to deal with. Things are forward compatible. I will give you that. But they said it was supposed to be backward compatible too.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of, I think some of those changes were like, when you're actually stepping into some of your specialties for your subclasses and stuff.
Let's talk about the druid and how they're doing it well. All druids can bonus action wild shape now.
Yes.
And you keep your hit points and just get temporary bonus hit points, which makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Well, of course they're saying DMs will be miserable. How else are they going to sell their AI dungeon master that they're developing?
It's only as miserable as you let it be.
Yeah, just don't play 5e. You'll be fine. Then why can't I wild shape as in a bonus action, Dave? Good question. You should. I know, but it is the master of TTRPGs. I hate to say it. It's the be all. It's where people start. It's the worst place to start, in my opinion. But it is where people start.
Yeah. It's readily accessible because of how much of it is out there.
I do not. I can run 5e really well. And the reason why I can run 5e. My game? Just so everybody knows, Chris Writing Toolbox from YouTube is asking what my game's like. My game's a D12 system. It's rules light. It has a bane and boon system. So basically, if you have a boon, you roll 2d12 and take the highest. If you have bane, you roll 2d12 and take the lowest. It has 3 pool systems. It's you have a arcane, mental, and physical pool. Those pools are used for health, abilities, and boosting your roll. And that's pretty much the basis of everything. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. The most complicated thing in my system is figuring out damage, because when one pool gets damaged, if you still have damage left over, it goes to the next pool over. That's the most complicated thing in my system. I try to keep it really rules light, so it's a very rules light system. To me, there are so many other games. There are so many other games. I'm not saying that I am a 5e supporter wholeheartedly. I'm just saying 5e is what people know, and it's what role playing is considered. When you ask a non role player what role playing is, they say Dungeons and Dragons. But my system is very rules light. I didn't think it was rules light for a while, but then people started playing it and commenting that it was rules light, and I'm like, yeah, I guess it's rules light. I would consider it medium rules because there is some complexity to it. It's not just rules, very like rules light. And you get like a whole bunch of neat little you have to maintain your feats. You get a whole bunch of feats, and then you have to maintain those pools. So
yeah, that's what DM Tales captured, was the resource management aspect of it.
yeah, so there's a lot of resource management. So it plays fast. I would say it plays fast.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not a 3-hour slug like D&D to get through a combat. Again,
that's why you. Yeah.
It's not that I dislike D&D. I just don't think it's the best role playing game out there. What? Look, when I have no control over people being too hesitant to open the door.
Oh, that was that group?
It was that group, yeah. They just sat there. I'm very much a rules-light, narrative-driven game. Dice mechanics are there to serve the purpose of preventing "I shot you, no you didn't" arguments. RPing is at the heart of its collaborative story. Dice should be used to offer chances and determine outcomes, not as the core of the game. D&D is a dice and miniature game with an overlay of story and not combat. I'll give you that. I would give you that before. But yeah, so my game, I'm excited for my game to come out in September. I think it will be interesting for people. I still need to get some DMs to play it, so if you're a DM and you want to play it, shoot me a DM on Discord and I will shoot you over a copy so you can play it, because I really need some DMs to play it besides myself. So, I don't care if it's online or if it's just you got a small little group that you want to run, that's fine. Paladin, I know I told my god to give me the challenges, but truly this is the hardest challenge I've ever faced. DM, hold copy of puzzle for 5-year-olds. It's a door. Open the door. Yeah. So running, that's another interesting thing about my magic system. My magic system's open-ended. There's no spell list. So you basically tell me what you want, and I assign a target number to it. And based on that target number, I will definitely send you a copy of the Foundry module. It's got some problems, but it does work.
Yeah, so I know I said it over on Ronin Games as well, but so I played a thief. So I played a thief. Um, but the coolest thing that I think happened inside that one shot that we did was the interaction of magic with the mundane with the grenade that I threw, right? But knowing that you can do that now and all of the opportunities that opens up in an open-ended game world like that, just yeah, that had me sold. Like, oh, I
It,
really like that.
it's very open ended. It's a very open ended system. It is not the best system out there. I will not never quote that. But it is a workable system that does a really good job. Um, thanks for stopping by, DM Tales. Have a great night. Um, but it does what I want. I wanted the freedom of EZD6 with some complexity, so I could level the characters.
Yep.
Because I didn't feel like I could level characters in EZD6. So it does exactly what I want. And I'm reworking the level system. I'm going to be adding specialized abilities for each class based on every couple levels. I haven't decided what levels or how many, but I'm going to give special abilities. Um, so we'll. So I'm definitely reworking that, and then I'm reworking. I'm thinking about going to an action point system instead of having quick action, quick standard and movement as the options. I'm thinking about actually going to a point based system. So if you want to use double movement, it would cost you all of your points. If you wanted to take two actions, you could, but you wouldn't be able to take any movement,
Right.
like a Pathfinder type system. I haven't decided I'm going to do that yet. It might overcomplicate things, um, but I'm definitely going to try. And I just realized chat is not working. Whatever. I don't want to deal with it right now. But yeah, so how did I get talking about this? Oh yeah, I got talking about it because somebody asked. Um,
Yeah.
I'll talk about my game forever though. Because I think it's got a solid foundation.
Right.
Um, and I think um, it mixes my favorite games together. It kind of mixes Savage Worlds with Cipher System um, with EZD6, all with a kind of world like um, Shadowrun type feel. So
Right.
that's where what I like about my system.
And
Um,
it's got enough variety amongst the species to you can kind of you can find a good niche just about almost any trope that's out there
yeah,
that you like to be able to build that.
and if you wanted to play something that wasn't really there, you could just call it a fey creature and just make it work. I mean, I have somebody on my Friday game who plays a rock lava monster that I just made a fey creature
Yeah.
because it's just the lava doesn't actually do anything. It's just there as um it doesn't have any heat or anything to it. So I've never got into play cipher. Like I got every damn Monte Cook game out there in physical and PDF and never played any of them. I could fix that for you, Scotty. I could run a cipher game. It's actually pretty fun. It's not my favorite system, but it's definitely a good system. It's not a bad system. If you can shoot me over the PDF of Invisible Sun, I'll run it. I don't have Invisible Sun. I have the core cipher system. Everybody has that. I mean, I have all kinds of games that I haven't played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody has those
Thankfully,
giant rocks.
most of those are for me are PDF, but a large amount.
Not me. There's a big amount of games I haven't played. Yeah, there's a big amount of games. Let's see. I want to play DCC sometime. I have Crown and Skull. I want to play that. I haven't played that yet. Hacking Good Dogs. I want to play that. Oh God, the board games I have that I haven't played. I wish I could get people over to play them.
I right now we would be playing board games, but right now my dining room table is being taken up by my wife's retirement gift for me, which was a miniature Lego model, not Legos, but you know, those knockoff Legos.
Negative Legos, yeah.
Yeah, but a miniature model of Neuschwanstein Castle
Oh, cool.
that I've been putting together for like a week.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. I got all kinds. I don't have them nearby, but I have tons of. Yes, very much. Lots of games that I want to play that I haven't played. I should probably bring some of those to Paige and see if I can get somebody to play them with me. Let's see. What else should we talk about? I think we're gonna call it there, guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Let's see what we got to who we can raid here. Who's online and stuff like that we can raid. Oh, Dave, what? Ooh. That's the Black Cube. All right. I like Montecook. I think they do good systems. Ooh, there's not a lot of people on tonight. Oh, let's go to Monkey Around. He's playing he just got no. Let's go to Monkey Around. He's playing Baldur's Gate. That's close enough to what we're doing. Monkey Around. Monkey. Alright, let's go say hi to Monkey Around. You guys have a wonderful night, and thanks for stopping by. Oh, he's doing character creation, which is great. We'll go say hi to him. Thank you guys all for coming, and again, Mike, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no worries.
Here we go.
Has a wonderful night.
Starting the raid. I always should start the raid before I say goodbye, but I always forget. So now we sit here in awkwardness, going, oh, what should we do? That's what we should do. All right, guys, have a great night.